and they just like I don't know anything about them. I knew, you know? And so I think I've always brought that into my, like, the way I post on social media, where I'm just like, I just like want to be myself, because yeah, I'm like weird, and I have gone through some shit on the internet, and I've dated a bunch of people, and they've been public, but also, like, that's life. And, like, if I went to your school, it'd be the same shit. It's just because I'm on a broader scale. So, sorry, I went on a whole tangent, but I just think that people need to just, like, chill out, because I don't run around town like a lot of people do. So, sorry, that was really mean. That was really mean, but that's not what I was trying to say. I'm more just saying, like, I date around, of course, but it's not a problem. Like, it's just not a problem. So, friendship breakups, how do you feel? I think they're the worst thing on the planet. Like, I really think they're the worst thing on the planet. I would rather go through a million breakups than a one friendship breakup. Like, genuinely. I seriously can't. This hoodie is so, like, small. But seriously, I cannot, I don't even know where my train of thought is. But yeah, friendship breakups are really hard. And especially for me, when I'm, like, best friends with someone, like, bestest friends with someone, and, like, I'm like, oh, this is my person that I'm gonna be best friends with for forever, and we stop being friends, I'm like, oh my god. And I think it's hard when you don't have, like, a girl, because, like, I've always, I hate this, but it's just, like, I always have, like, girl and guy friends. Like, I'm not just, like, I just hang out with girls, or I just hang out with guys. Like, I love being a friend to everyone. But I do love having, like, a girl in my life. I think it's, like, so important to have, like, that one girl that's your girl, and, like, you do everything with, and I've had a lot of those in my life, but I've had, like, 2 where I've been like, these people, like, we could not hang out for however long, and I know we're gonna be friends forever. Or, like, we could sit next to each other and not talk for hours, and then one person says, like, and then we just get it, you know? Like, and the second I, like, lost that, I was like, oh my god. I'm like, oh my god. Is Sophia Berlin one of them? Of course she's one of them. She's the main one that's, like, been around for forever. But, like, I've lost a lot of those people. So it's not Soph. Soph Berlin is my girl. She's literally my girl. But yeah, I'm just like, oh, it's so hard not having, like, a girl, you know, like, but I have been making a lot more friends recently, and I've been hanging out with, this girl, Sophie, Telegatus, and I have so many Sophies and Sophias in my life, but, so that's been really nice. Like, I think just girls are important for us girls. So, but yeah, losing friends, especially girlfriends, are so freaking hard. Do you think it's harder when living in LA when everyone wants clout? The Bob Low-key suits. Thanks. I'm actually really fucking with it right now. My layers are just so short. Yeah. Well, I think LA, it's very broad. I think it's hard because there's a lot of people that obviously are in the industry, and like when I go out, I see the same people every time I go out. Like, can you guys actually imagine like how weird that is? Like, obviously if you go to school and you go to like school parties, you're gonna see everyone that you know. But think about like on like an influencer scale. Like, I'm laughing because it's so funny, but like going to a party and you just see every TikToker on the planet and you're just like, oh my god, like this is so insane. But I think it's funnier for me. Like, it's just weirder for me because obviously TikTok hasn't been around as long as like Musical.ly or like yeah, I guess Musical.ly was the time like I lived here and I was like going to like parties, but they weren't actually parties. But like I know I can read people like a book because I've just lived here for so long, and like I've known the industry like the back of my hand. And so it's really interesting now because obviously people are like blowing up in a day off of TikTok. And like I go to these parties and they look at me like I'm like, they're just like, what the fuck? Like, who are you? And I'm like, hey. I'm like, whoa. Like we're at a party. We're not like, I don't know. It's just a very interesting, different vibe. 'Cause I'm just like, this is a big issue. This is a big issue with me. Not me. But like, I'm a really social person. Like I try to make friends everywhere I go. Like I love making friends, and especially when I'm out at like those type of things, I'm literally like, oh my god, you're the most beautiful girl, blah 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 blah. But I think because I've been doing shit for so long, people think I'm rude, and so then they are like, and I'm like, guys, like, let's just be friends. Like, what's the, why? So I kind of just walk around and I'm just like, whatever. And I honestly, like, make a fool out of myself at parties. It's really fucking funny. Like, I get up on chairs and I dance and I seriously don't care because I hate how people walk around, especially here, and just like no one dances, no one looks like they're having a good time. Everyone's literally like, and you're like, why are you here if you hate it? Like, you know, I don't know. I just like, go out and have fun. You're literally partying with every influencer. Like that is so random, and we live such a weird life. So like, go out and have fun and make the most of it. And like, don't act like this isn't fun, 'cause it is. I don't know. But it's like it's a really weird experience, just like going to these parties and like literally everyone's just so like no depth. And you talk to them and there's no, like, you just don't, like, the only thing I hear from people is like, hi, how are you? Or it's like, what have you been up to? Like, how's music? And it's like, why are we talking like we're at a business meeting? You know? Like, just live a little, have a little fun, like, please. And I think that's why a lot of the girls don't like me very much, because I just go in there and I just like start being weird. And they're like, that girl's weird. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm having fun. So you wish. And you're probably going home and you're like, damn, I wish I would have danced with that girl, you know? But anyways, I went on a whole tangent, but like I could talk about it forever. It's so interesting and weird and funny and like, yeah.